Now, regardless of what fish you have, when you put the fish together, it's always at least a little bit of, will your dog get along with my dog? Now, there's some fish that are just not a good idea to put together. For example, fish that fits in the mouth of another fish is likely to get eaten regardless of the species. The more similar a fish is, the more likely they're going to be conspecific and fight. But even the most obvious choices don't always pan out how you think. Because once again, it is up to the fish whether they get along. Not what your expectations or what someone's told you or what you've read on the internet. It really is a matter of just putting them together and seeing if it works. Because being in aquarium retail for as long as I have certainly has allowed me to realize that some people put fish together that nobody would recommend and they get along fine. Other people put fish together that really should be a no-brainer and they absolutely do not work. So when you are mixing fish, particularly for the first few days, it's really important that you monitor them. Now, when the new fish go into the aquarium, they have to find their position in the hierarchy. So giving the rocks a bit of a rearrange is a really good thing to disorientate the fish that are in there, and giving the fish a feed and keeping an eye on them. And it's very common the new fish will get bashed for a few days. That will allow the old fish time to assert their dominance, to sort out their hierarchy, and then quite often the fish will be okay and end up being friends. But at the end of the day, you need to keep an eye on fish, and you can't go getting upset if something doesn't work, because it is what it is. And it is once again the fish's choice whether they're going to get along. So don't go getting pissed off at someone that gave you advice, because in their circumstance or in another situation, you might have done exactly the same thing and it'd be totally fine. So obviously there's other parameters to be aware of, making sure the fish at least are going to handle the sort of water that you're offering. Make sure that your tank is adequately sized for the animals that you wish to keep. But having a quarantine tank is a great thing too, because if you see one just totally getting its ass bashed, then you can separate out one of them and allow them time to recover. Anyway, if you've got any stories about mixing fish, have you mixed fish that shouldn't be mixed? Have you tried mixing fish and failed that should have mixed? And don't forget to subscribe to this channel if you want to